I'm just going to take this in the order that the names were written.
Well, before we do that, let's talk about why we're here.
Okay.
There have been several appeals before the Board of Zoning Appeals to grant a variance for more than 2 unrelated people in a house. Right now, our zoning code says in a single-family dwelling, a family is 1 or more persons related by blood, marriage, or adoption to live together in one residence unit and maintain a common household, or not more than 2 persons not related by blood, marriage, or adoption. And my understanding from all of you being here is that people take issue with that. And at our last council meeting, we had a landlord come and suggest that we should consider changing it from a variance to a permit, that would give us just as much oversight, just as much neighborhood input, but maybe the good landlords could keep doing it and the bad landlords could be kicked out of that process. I think there are some legal issues with that, and that's primarily the reason why we're here tonight, but we want to hear from you so that we know if we should affirm that we support the current zoning code and tell that to the Board of Zoning Appeals so that when they get these appeals, they know if they should grant the variance or deny the variance. Right now, their pattern has consistently been to deny those variances. So I guess now that we kind of know what the topic is, we want to know from you how you feel about possibly changing that to a permit, what concerns you have, if you support the zoning code, but this is not going to turn into an anti-Mount Union conversation. Mount Union is represented tonight. They have provided us with a list of all the residences where their students live off campus. This will not turn into an anti-Mount Union debate, so I want to make sure everybody is aware of that before you get up to speak. With that, do you have the list?
Yes. And just so everybody knows, to just really clarify on that, the list from the Mount Union Housing it doesn't have any names, it just has addresses.
It would be a FIPA violation.
Right. So we're, everything is in proper compliance. But, we have been doing our research. I don't know if everybody in the room knows this or not, but we have 512 registered rental properties in Alliance. And the law says if you have a home that you're going to utilize as a rental property, you have to register it with the county auditor's office. That's Ohio Revised Section 532302, and there's documents that go along with it. And so I just want everybody to be aware that we're not sitting up here without a lot of information. We have what we don't have is your input, or at least we don't have it collectively. I know several of you called me and we've talked, but I'd like you to again speak to us, not to each other, and everybody observe the appropriate decorum for the room. Okay. And
in the same vein, everybody knows that Alliance has a problem with deteriorating homes. There are a lot of residences in our community that are not inhibited because they're not inhibitable. And I think that we owe it to the landlords that are investing in these houses to give them some credit. Because I know that there are landlords who have pumped a lot of money into our community to make those houses livable again. And we don't want to diminish that. I don't want this conversation to turn into an anti-landlord conversation either, because they do play an important role. There are some bad landlords, absolutely, no question. But they play a very important role. So please be considerate of that as well.
Okay.